Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we have an exciting code snippet to share with you. We'll be demonstrating how to create a select all checkbox functionality using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. This feature allows users to easily select or deselect multiple checkboxes with just one click. HTML code snippet that sets up the structure for our checkbox feature. Let's break it down step by step. We begin with the element with the class container. Inside the container, we have a series of checkboxes and labels. The first checkbox is our select all checkbox, followed by 3 individual checkboxes with their respective label. Each checkbox is represented by and tagged with the attribute type equals checkbox. They are given unique IDs such as option A, option B, and option C. These IDs will be useful for referencing the checkboxes in our JavaScript code. The labels associated with the checkboxes use the tag with a for attribute. The for attribute's value should match the ID of the corresponding checkbox, linking them together. This ensures that users can click on the labels to select the associated checkboxes. Now, let's move on to the CSS code that styles our checkbox feature. We begin by setting some general styles for the page. The element has a height of 100 viewport height units and a background color of number. We utilize CSS grid and the place items property to center the content vertically and horizontally on the page. Within the container, we define specific styles for our checkbox feature. The container itself is displayed as an inline block and has a background color of #FFF. We add some padding, border radius, and a box shadow to give it a clean and visually appealing appearance. Moving on, we define some styles for the checkboxes. The input selector targets all checkboxes except the first one and applies a margin left of 20 pixels. This creates some spacing between the checkboxes. Additionally, we give all checkboxes a margin bottom of 20 pixels and set the cursor to pointer to indicate that they are interactive. Finally, we define styles for the labels. They have a specific font family, font weight, and color to enhance the visual presentation. We also add a slight letter spacing to improve readability. As with the checkboxes, we set the cursor to pointer to indicate that the labels can be clicked. Let's take a look at the JavaScript code that enables the select all functionality. We start by selecting all the checkboxes on the page using the document query selector all method and targeting the input elements with the attribute type equals checkbox. These checkboxes are stored in the checkboxes variable. Next, we define a function called checkAll, which is triggered when the select all checkbox is changed. The function accepts the checkbox element as an argument. Inside the checkAll function, we check if the select all checkbox is checked. If it is, we use a for each loop to iterate through each checkbox in the checkboxes array and set their checked property to true, effectively selecting all checkboxes. Conversely, if the select all checkbox is not checked, we iterate through the checkboxes array and set their checked property to false, deselecting all checkboxes. And that's it. We've covered this code snippet that demonstrates how to create a select all checkbox functionality using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Feel free to experiment with the code and incorporate it into your own projects. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more coding tutorials. As always, thank you for watching, and happy coding!